Hey, TPT seller, Mike Fuchigami here. I have a question for you that I don't have an exact answer for, and I'd be curious to find out what you think. The question is, how long does it take for TPT SEO to work? I get asked that a lot in the boot camp and when I'm chatting with TPT sellers. And generally speaking, I find some changes can happen as quickly as 15 minutes, and other changes, it seems to take a couple of days. If it's been over a week and you haven't seen a change, then I don't think holding your breath is going to make a difference there. But I recently published a resource and something odd happened, and I wanted to document it because it's so odd. So leave a comment below. I'm trying to figure out under what circumstances do updates happen right away, and why does it take other changes to take longer? And I think it depends on the kind of change that you make and how often TPT updates that part of the database for the algorithm. So I just published this bundle of 3 different essay graphic organizers that I recently made. So literally within the last hour. And what surprised me is when I search up the keyword 5-paragraph essay graphic organizer, I can see that the resource that I'm running Facebook ads and getting some sales with, that's moved up to page 1. That's on rank number 7 here. But what surprised me was that my easy essay graphic organizer bundle that I just published is already here on page 7 or page 9. Now, the fact that it's showing up twice doesn't surprise me because every now and then that happens. I've seen it before. I think TPT is doing A/B testing with the search algorithm. So when I'm loading at page 7, it used version A of the algorithm, and on version A, I'm ranking at position 153. But when I loaded page 9, it was using version B of the search algorithm, and maybe on version B, I only rank at 199, and so that's why it shows up twice here. So this isn't unusual, and I wonder if clear this and then force it to load again, I wonder if it'll still show up twice. I think it'll only show up once. Right, so now this time, 5-paragraph essay graphic organizer, I didn't show up at all with my new bundle. That's so interesting. So maybe this is just they're tweaking and they're playing with different versions of the search algorithm. I'll try that again. I'll get rid of this so it flashed red in the top right hand corner, and let's search up 5-paragraph essay graphic organizer, and here I am. Now I show up on page 9, rank 205. So what surprised me was that my essay graphic organizer bundle showed up right away. And usually in the past, when I publish a resource, I feel like it takes a day or two before it shows up in search. Now you might respond and say, Mike, it only takes a day, or you might respond and say it takes 3 days or 4 days. And I wonder if there's actually a specific date. It cycles every 2 days that the algorithm re-updates. And so depending on where you are in the cycle and you publish or change, you might get caught in this update or the next one after that. But I'm going to look up some other keywords here. I have argumentative essay graphic organizer. So when I search up that, I can see that my argumentative essay graphic organizer is showing up at the bottom of page 3. And if I click on this page here and go to the bottom of page 3, here we are on page 3, and there's my argumentative essay graphic organizer. And that's where I would expect it to be. That's where it's been for the last couple of days. But if I search up persuasive essay graphic organizer, because I have one of those, I can see that my bundle is now ranking for that. I'm surprised that this resource that I just published is ranking already within the hour. Part of me wonders if it's maybe because it's a bundle and it already includes some resources that were already part of the system. Part of me wonders if this is just A/B testing, because we saw at the beginning of this episode, when I looked up 5-paragraph essay graphic organizer, right now the easy essay graphic organizer bundle is only showing up on page 9, but it showed up twice. So yeah, a little bit of a mystery, right? I don't have all the answers, but I'm what the internet would call is a micro influencer. We have 1,850 subscribers, which is awesome. Thank you to everyone who subscribed to the channel. And this is a highly engaged community. So let's see if we can figure this out together. Can you leave a comment letting me know what you've seen? Like when you update a resource, do you see changes in rank right away, or is it the next day? And were these observations recent, or were they like a couple of years ago? Because the algorithm's constantly changing. And then based on your comments, I'll do a little bit of digging around in some experiments to see if we can figure out the mechanism. If you like data science experiments, I am doing a study right now to figure out if there's a decay factor in TPT. If you go to your My Product Listings in TPT and you sort by most recently posted, and if you scroll down to the very bottom, you'll probably see a couple pages. And if you make your way to the last page, do you have some resources that you haven't updated within a year? So before February 23rd, 2024. And if they used to be bestsellers, but they're no longer bestsellers, it could be because you're getting a penalty by the TPT search algorithm. And in previous episodes, I call this a decay factor. So maybe your TPT SEO rank would be here normally, but because you haven't updated your resource in a while, maybe there's a penalty applied to your SEO rank and then your rank drops. And then former bestsellers no longer sell well. That's the hypothesis. I'm doing some experiments with a couple of different TPT sellers. If you like data, or if you have some bestsellers that used to sell really well, but they don't sell well anymore, can you reach out to me, Mike at SEOTmindset.com? I can explain more about the experiment and maybe we can work together to figure out how to improve your store. I'm super excited because I'm teaching the warm up for the boot camp in a couple of hours. I should be getting ready for that lesson, but instead, here I am recording a video. But yeah, I haven't really seen it where I've published a resource. So I just wanted to document that and see what you've experienced. Is this common for you? When you publish a resource, does it show up in search right away? Let me know in the comments and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.